She sent it to her friend.
Wait. Okay. What? So we are going to do a character study, reading the book The Last Stop on Market Street. So we have a visitor coming at the end of the month. He is the author of this book. His name is Matt De La Pena. I'm probably saying that incorrectly. However, he is the author of this book. So he won the New Murray Medal, the Caldecott Honor Award, and the Coretta Scott King Illustrator Honor Book. Just a little bit about him, the author. He received his MFA in Creative Writing from San Diego State University and his bachelor's from the University of the Pacific, where he attended school on a full athletic scholarship for basketball. So he was a student athlete in college, and then he went on to get a higher degree in creative writing. So today, when we are discussing, you're going to do turn and talks when I stop at certain page numbers, and some starters for your response and your partner pairs are on the board. So this reminds me of blank because, I think blank because, I wonder because, in my mind I see because, this is like because, I learned, I like/don't like because. So during your turn and talk, Scary, you will be engaging with discussion starters. And if you have questions, we will be framing our questions based on the higher order thinking questions that I talked to this morning about. So as we look at this front cover, Marquis, I'm going to ask you to close off the circle so you can see the book, please, so you can go sit right where that clipboard is and move your body. Thank you. So where do you think this boy and this woman are going? Looking at this picture, where do you think they're going? You can raise a hand. Raise a hand, Monica.
On the bus.
On the bus. Where do you think they're going, Patrick?
They're going to be on the bus and probably go to like a restaurant or a park.
Okay.
Go to the store.
Okay. Anything else, Carrie?
He probably is like having a party or something.
Okay. So also another question I have, based on the picture, where do you think these people live? Do you think they live out in the country? Do you think they live in a city? Raise your hand. Why do you think that? And elaborate. Go ahead, Kendra. Okay, Monica. It's a city bus. Do you guys see these kind of buses in Charlotte?
Yeah.
How many of you have ever rode a city bus? How many of you, some of your family members only ride the city bus? How many of you only, like, family members ride the city bus? Okay, as we...
Well, my mama got a car.
Question. Keandre, 3, 2, 1. Do you think that all people have the ability to drive a car?
No. They might not have
They might not have a license for it? Oh, that's another reason why might someone else not have a car. Yeah, Curry. Whose turn is it? Whose turn is it?
Because like they don't like certain cars and like it only got like a certain car in that city, so like they can't like get a car.
Yeah, so some people just might not have access to have a car, or maybe some people live right in the midst of things, they don't need a car, right? Yeah. Andreas Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, and why it might be a city. It is because like in the country like it's not like bus stops there.
Yes, there might not be bus stops in the country. Patrick, we're gonna take you, and then I'm gonna move forward.
They might not have cars. They probably on bus all the time because like they probably have a car, but they don't want to waste all the gas and spend all their money on gas.
Good. Okay. On your sheet that you have here, this is a character study sheet. So we're going to study the lens of CJ. CJ is this little boy right here, and this is his grandma. So in the book, we're going to learn about CJ and his grandma. Now, if we looked at this worksheet, it says in the spaces below, answer the questions based on pictures, words, and ideas from the text. So as I read Curry, Rodriguez, Ivan, you're going to fill out who is CJ. You're going to write information about CJ. What does CJ see in the book? What does he want? How does he feel? What does he ask questions about? And how is he different from his friends? Give me a thumbs up if you understand what you're going to be looking for as we're reading. I see 1, 2, 3 thumbs, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. As I read, please fill that out. I will also stop for you to engage in conversation with your partner. Okay. So this book is dedicated for Luna and her 2 grandmas, Ronnie and Grace. CJ pushed through the church door, skipped down the steps. The outside air smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. What do you think he meant by the outside air smelled like freedom? I want you to think. The outside air smelled like freedom.
It smelled nice.
He just left church. He's walking outside and he says, the outside air smelled like freedom. What do you think that means? Go ahead and turn to your partner.
And like it probably means that like it smell
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. For this question, I'm going to take one hand, and one person is going to share out what they talked about. Monica, go ahead and share out. My partner and I. I'm sorry, pause. Eyes on the speaker, which is Monica, Ivan, and Patrick. We're going to get through this. Go ahead. Good. So can you repeat that last part a little louder? So Monica shared that her and her partner Kendra talked about how he just left church and he's outside, and often church gives you messages that make you feel free, right? When you go to church, you have something inside of you. And Keandra, you want to add on? Go ahead.
other kids, and then they start learning stuff like that and eating stuff.
So as you're filling out your sheet, one thing that you might want to write down, so who is CJ? CJ is a boy who goes to church. You might want to write that down. And how does CJ feel when he leaves church? He feels free.
Welcome to church after Sunday school. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, Jay, we can talk about that after. Let's stay focused. So on your note sheet, you should be writing who CJ is so far that we've read. You should be writing about how does he feel.
Happy.
I'm going to give you about 10 more seconds at a voice level 0 to record. Here, Kendra. Iban is writing at a 0. Rodriguez is writing at a 0. Patrick and Curry are at a 0. I'm going to give everyone a point for that. At this point, I'm going to continue reading. So waiting for some eyes to join me. Curry's eyes are up here. Marquis watching. Loyalty's ready. He ducked under his Nana's umbrella, saying, "How come we gotta wait for the bus and all this wet?" "Trees get thirsty too," his Nana told him. "Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw?" CJ looked for a long time, but never saw a straw. Eyes are on the book. From the bus stop, he watched water pool on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car. So I see some people recording what he sees. From the bus stop, he watched water pool on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car.
I just bought one of this with this
That's fine. So right now, for those of you who are recording, CJ is seeing what weather condition? He's seeing the rain. Keep it short. You don't have to write full sentences. Keandre, here. You need to take a seat. There's rain. He sees the rain. Patrick, what else did you observe for things that he's seen so far?
Yeah, on there. And then he saw the rain hit the car.
So you can just say, for shorthand people, you can just say.
He saw that it was raining.
Okay. I put a whole bunch of them.
That's great.
Oh no.
You can leave it, Patrick. Patrick, leave it. Leave it. Sit down, Monica. Sit down. No. Sit down, Monica. I'm going to keep going. Just say rain. Just rain. His friend Colby climbed in, gave CJ a wave, and drove off with his dad. Nana, how come we don't got a car? So what does his friend have, Rodriguez, that he does not have?
A car.
A car. So how is he different from his friend that's a box? He doesn't have a car. So at this point, Curry, anybody, we're talking about how CJ is different from his friend. His friend has gotten a car. So CJ rides the
Bus.
but his friend rides a car. That is how he is. That might be how he is different. That is also a box. So as we read, keep listening for things that make CJ different from his friends. Yes.
I wonder, why wasn't his friend give him a ride?
It's a great wonder. Maybe when we talk to the author, you can ask him why when he mentioned
We're
friends.
talking to that author? When?
End of the month. We're going to write questions at the end of today's lesson. At the end of this month. Patrick, I'm going to ask you to speak. I'm going to keep reading. Boy, what do we need a car for? We've got a bus that breathes fire. An old Mr. Dennis who always has a trick for you. The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged and the door swung open.